Ace the PRC Broker Exam. Your path to success starts now. What's up, future top producers? It's your name and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about how to absolutely crush the PRC Real Estate Broker Exam. It's a grind, but trust me, becoming a licensed broker is one of the most rewarding career moves you can make. And I'm here to tell you, not only can you pass this exam, you can dominate it. Time is money. Build your study schedule. First things first, we need a game plan. Break down the exam content into manageable chunks. Maybe you dedicate Mondays and Wednesdays to real estate law, Tuesdays and Thursdays to taxation, and Fridays to computations. Consistency is key. Even if you can only spare 30 minutes a day, stick to your schedule. You'll absorb the information better, and trust me, it'll make those long study sessions feel way less daunting. And here's a pro tip. Use a physical planner or a calendar app to visually track your progress. There's something satisfying about physically checking off a study session. Each study session, each practice question, each hour you put in is an investment in your success. Know your laws, conquer RA 9646 and beyond. Now let's talk about the backbone of the exam, the law, specifically RA 9646, also known as the Philippine Real Estate Act. This law is your bread and butter. It outlines everything from real estate service practices to ethical standards. The civil code, particularly the provisions on property, obligations, and contracts, is crucial. And don't forget about taxation. Understanding how taxes work in real estate transactions is essential for both the exam and your future career. Focus on understanding the why behind the rules, and the rest will fall into place. Practice makes perfect. Master the art of the sample question. It's not just about going through the motions, but truly understanding the material and honing your skills. Alright guys, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. This is where all your hard work and dedication come into play. Remember those practice exams your teachers used to give you? They were designed to prepare you for the real thing, to simulate the pressure and the format. Well, the PRC exam is kind of like that, but with higher stakes. It's a culmination of all your learning, and the pressure can be intense. And that's where sample questions come in. They are your secret weapon, your training ground. Think of it like this. Every time you answer a practice question, you're essentially stepping into the boxing ring with the real deal. It's a chance to spar with the actual content. You get a feel for the format, the timing, and the types of questions you can expect on exam day. It's about building familiarity and confidence. Plus, there's no better way to identify your weak spots. These practice questions highlight areas where you need improvement. Now here's the key. Don't just answer the questions blindly. Analyze your mistakes. This is where true learning happens. Figure out why you got it wrong and what you can do differently next time. This reflection process is crucial for continuous improvement and success. Level up your learning. Why a review center can be a game changer. Listen, I'm all about that self-study grind, but sometimes you need a little extra push. That's where review centers come in. Think of it like hiring a personal trainer for your exam prep. They've been there, done that, and they know exactly what it takes to succeed. Review centers provide a structured learning environment that can be incredibly beneficial, especially if you're someone who thrives in a classroom setting. You'll get access to experienced lecturers, comprehensive study materials, and most importantly, a supportive community of fellow aspiring brokers. Plus, they often conduct mock exams that simulate the actual PRC exam experience. It's like a dress rehearsal for the big day. Crunch those numbers, mastering real estate computations. Alright, let's talk numbers. Because let's be real, real estate is all about the numbers. You'll need to be comfortable calculating taxes, commissions, property valuations, the whole 9 yards. And trust me, the PRC exam will test you on this. Think of it like this. Every calculation tells a story. It's not just about plugging numbers into a formula, it's about understanding the why behind the numbers. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the formulas, and the faster you'll be able to solve those problems. Fuel your brain. Why a healthy lifestyle is key to exam success. Listen, I know you're probably thinking, Graham, what does my diet have to do with passing a real estate exam? And honestly, you'd be surprised. Your brain is like a high-performance engine. It needs the right fuel to function at its best. And that fuel comes from a healthy lifestyle. We're talking about getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, and incorporating regular exercise into your routine. When you prioritize your health, you're giving your brain the premium fuel it needs to fire on all cylinders. You'll be sharper, more alert, and better equipped to absorb all that real estate knowledge. Avoid burnout, the power of taking breaks. All right, future brokers, let's talk about something super important, avoiding burnout, because let's be real, studying for this exam can feel like a marathon, not a sprint. You can't just go full speed ahead without taking breaks. You'll crash and burn, and nobody wants that. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a muscle. If you work it too hard for too long, it's going to get fatigued and need time to recover. That's why it's crucial to incorporate regular breaks into your study schedule. When you come back to your studies feeling refreshed and re-energized, you'll be able to focus better, retain information more effectively, and ultimately make the most of your study time. Okay, future real estate moguls, let's talk strategy. The PRC exam is a significant milestone in your career, and approaching it with the right mindset and preparation can make all the difference. Because knowing the material is only half the battle. You need to be able to apply that knowledge effectively under exam conditions. You also need to be test-wise. This means understanding the nuances of the exam format and the best strategies to tackle different types of questions. You need to understand the exam format, the types of questions they'll throw at you, and how to approach each one strategically. This isn't just about rote memorization, it's about critical thinking and problem solving. Think of it like this. You wouldn't walk into a business negotiation without a plan, right? You'd study your opponent, understand their strengths and weaknesses, and prepare your arguments accordingly. The same goes for the PRC exam. You need to have a strategy in place to maximize your time and your score. This involves organizing your study materials, setting a study schedule, and sticking to it. You need to have a strategy in place to maximize your time and your score. Time management is crucial, both in your preparation and during the exam itself. First things first, familiarize yourself with the exam format. This means understanding the structure of the exam, the types of questions you'll face, and the scoring system. How many questions are there? Knowing this helps you pace yourself and allocate your time effectively. What are the different sections? Each section may require a different approach, so it's important to be familiar with the layout. What's the time limit for each section? This will help you manage your time during the exam and ensure you don't spend too long on any one part. Once you know the lay of the land, you can start planning your attack. This means setting priorities, focusing on your weak areas, and practicing under timed conditions. The PRC exam is known for its multiple-choice questions, but they can be tricky. They often include distractors designed to test your understanding and ability to apply concepts. They're designed to test your understanding of the concepts, not just your ability to memorize facts. So practice critical thinking and make sure you understand the reasoning behind each answer. Alright, let's be real, there might be a few questions on the PRC exam where you're just not 100% sure of the answer, and that's perfectly normal. In fact, it's something that happens to everyone, no matter how well prepared they are. The key is not to panic or get discouraged, and that's okay, it happens to the best of us. The important thing is to have a strategy in place for these moments. But here's the thing, even if you don't know the answer right off the bat, you can still significantly increase your chances of getting it right by using the power of elimination. This technique is a game changer and can make a huge difference in your overall score. Think of it like this. Every time you eliminate a wrong answer, you're essentially narrowing down the playing field. It's like clearing away the clutter to see the hidden gem. You're increasing your odds of selecting the correct answer, even if it's just a strategic guess. This method turns a random guess into an educated one, giving you a better shot at success. So, how do you become a master eliminator? It's not as hard as it sounds. Well, it all starts with reading the question carefully and identifying the key concepts being tested. Pay close attention to the wording and look for any clues that might help you. Once you have a good grasp of what the question is asking, start looking at the answer choices. Compare them against what you know and use logic to weed out the obviously incorrect ones. This process of elimination will guide you closer to the right answer. Alright, future brokers, we're in the home stretch. The day before the exam is here, and I know the nerves might be kicking in, but trust me, this is not the time to panic. Think of it like this. You've put in the work, you've studied hard, and you're prepared. Now, it's all about staying calm, focused, and confident. The day before the exam is not the time to cram. Instead of cramming, focus on reviewing key concepts, going over your notes, and maybe even doing a few practice questions to keep your mind sharp. But most importantly, prioritize rest and relaxation. Get a good night's sleep, eat nutritious meals, and avoid any activities that might stress you out. And there you have it, future top producers. You are now armed with the knowledge and strategies to absolutely crush the PRC Real Estate Broker Exam. Remember, success in this exam and in real estate comes down to preparation and a positive mindset. You've got this.